Yesterday I was given some fresh okra, and it's not very much. It was maybe 2 dozen pods, and I put a few of the pods into the freezer for frying. It's prepared, ready to fry. But the rest of this I'm going to blanch and put into the freezer for boiling. So I'm washing the okra, and now I'm going to take it out of the water and dry it off. Now I'm not going to cut the stem end all the way off. I'm just going to trim it down so that it's still got the stem end. As you know, okra is kind of slimy on the inside. And if we cut the whole stem end off, then that sliminess is going to come out when we cook it. So to boil it, I'm just going to trim the stem end. When you're trimming the stem end, if you find one where you can't cut into it, then you know that pot of okra is too hard. So I have them trimmed, and I have some water boiling over here in a pot, in a saucepan. And the size pot you need will depend on how much okra you have. And I'm going to drop my pods of okra into the water. And let it come back to a full rolling boil. Now that the okra has come back to a full rolling boil, I'm going to let it boil for 3 to 4 minutes. If the pods are small, then you blanch them for 3 minutes. If they're large, then 4 minutes. And these are medium size, I'd say, so I'm going to let them boil for 3.5 minutes. Our okra has now boiled for about 3.5 minutes. So I'm going to turn the fire off, and I'm going to remove the okra from the pot onto a clean cloth or something else that you can use for draining it. I'm going to get rid of the hot water Now I'm adding cold water, and I'm going to drop the okra into the cold water. Alright, so I'm going to rinse the okra about 3 times. And cool them down quickly. And in the third water, now I'm going to add some ice cubes to cool this down quickly. And you can tell when it's completely cool when you put your hand down under the vegetables. If you don't feel any hint of warmth, then you know it is cool completely. So now I'm going to take the blanched okra out of the water and spread it out. Normally I would use a cookie sheet, but since I only have a few pods, and since I don't have much room in my freezer, I'm going to just spread these pods out on a paper plate. And I'm going to slide them into the freezer to freeze. Now, after they're frozen, I'll take them out of the freezer and drop them down into a plastic bag after they've frozen separately so they don't stick together. That way, if I just want to take out 3 or 4 pods at a time to drop on top of some peas, or to eat as my vegetable for one meal, I can do that without cooking the entire bag. So into the freezer they go. So the okra that I put in the freezer this morning has frozen. So I have labeled a freezer bag for boiled okra and the date. And now I'm going to separate the pods and put them individually in my freezer bag. So if I want to cook the whole bag, then I can do that. Or if I just want to cook just a few pods, I can just pull out the number that I want to cook at any particular time. Now I did blanch this okra because it's for boiling, and I put it up whole. Most vegetables, 90% of the vegetables that I freeze, I do blanch. But there are a few occasions where I do not blanch them. Thanks for stopping by.